Alright, so I had a 7.5 inch rough country lift on this. Went down to a 3-inch leveling kit. As you know, with the rough country lift, you've got to cut the bracket off for the cross member underneath the front differential, which they've done. So basically I was left with no bracket underneath there. So what I'm going to do is weld the bracket back on. So what I've done, I went to a local shop that puts these lifts on. It was actually a tire shop, and they happen to have this cross member there. So I got it for nothing. Went to Menards, got some grade 8 bolts. They're 1/2 inch diameter, 13 thread, 5 inches long, and put a lock nut and washer on the other side. This bracket right here, as you can see, this is what gets cut off. So this whole differential can come down with the drop kit for your rough country lift. Luckily they happen to have the bracket there too. Obviously it's not the one cut off of this truck, but it's going to be close enough to weld. The front side's not as bad. As you can see, it's a lot closer. So I'm just going to weld that up. What I did, I just kind of loosely bolted this all back together and bolted the bracket on, and then just swung it up in there. And I'm just going to weld it where it sits. Once it's tight, it should be fine. If you don't have access to that bracket, I'd say just get you some flat steel, 3/16 or so thick, and just run you a piece over, weld it there, and just bolt it. If it doesn't have the top, I don't know. I mean, you can also do it up there too, I guess. Just take a little more work, build your own bracket. But I would just run 2 straight pieces over, bolt them like that. So I'll go ahead and weld that up, and I'll probably take a jack, support this, and make sure it's level. As you can see, this bracket's not exactly straight on there, but I'll weld it up and then show you what it looks like when it's done. Alright, so I just welded up the front of the bracket. I'll show you guys here. Make sure you clean any grease and stuff off. It'll give you a lot better weld. But just a MIG welder, turned up pretty high. Just welded straight down. As you can see, that tar and grease and all that shit's dripping off of here. But yeah, just run a weld up the seam. Do the same thing on the back side, and then I'm going to unbolt the cross member, and I'll go up from the inside there, and that way I can get to the top. But I just want to make this video to show you guys, anybody that does want to take the lift off, it's not that big of a deal. You can find these, like I said, junkyards will have them. It was like 35 bucks at a junkyard here. I ended up getting it for free, but from a shop. But if you had to buy it, and then if you do get one from a junkyard, just have them cut that bracket off right there. Because if you've got that, it makes it a lot easier. I will tell you that. But I was pretty discouraged in taking this lift off. I've been driving around for a week or so without this bracket even on. So, I mean, I'm sure it's an important piece being right there behind the control arm and everything. But anyways, hope it helps you guys.